A camouflaged Model Y L just caught on camera right inside the fences of Fremont Factory Gigafactory, despite Elon Musk previously claiming this stretched variant might never come to America. So we will discover what Tesla is actually hiding behind this sudden road validation, what the early feedback from overseas is already revealing, and how close America is to opening the reservation so you can secure your spot first. Let's get into it. 1. How might Tesla evolve the architecture of the third row? To understand why this question is so important, let's look back at what Tesla used to call the third row on the Model Y. The legroom in the third row was only 26.5 inches, but in reality that space is more like a small folding chair you use when you have too many guests at dinner than a proper seat. I once sat in that back seat and hit my forehead on the low plastic ceiling above when the car stopped suddenly. Have you ever felt uncomfortable in a situation like mine? Or just a little discomfort with the third row of seats in your car? Share it with me in the comments. But here's the interesting part, the one few people notice. For years, the standard dimensions 4,750 millimeters in length with a 2,890 millimeters wheelbase forced rear passengers to compromise. But the real-world feedback coming out of the Bangkok Motor Show 2026 confirms that the Model Y L completely alters the vehicle's physical footprint. This isn't a standard frame with added seats. Tesla has stretched the entire architecture. The wheelbase has been extended by 150 millimeters to 3,040 millimeters, and the total length is 4,976 millimeters, 179 millimeters longer than the standard version. The roof has also been raised by 1.7 inches. It sounds like this Model Y L is actually more spacious. And in fact, someone who test drove it at the Bangkok Motor Show 2026 said there was almost 3 inches of headroom left, and the third row was spacious enough for 2 adults. Additionally, the roofline has been raised by 44 millimeters and the C-pillar completely redesigned with wider rear quarter glass, shifting the entire stance of the vehicle to look broader and far more commanding on the road. This footprint expansion completely changes the interior packaging. Tesla completely abandoned the cramped 3-passenger middle bench, replacing it with a practical 2-2-2 layout featuring independent second-row captain's chairs. Tesla didn't just add space. They threw out the second-row bench entirely and replaced it with 2 individual luxury captain's chairs separated by a walkable middle aisle. This 2-2-2 layout allows adults to simply walk through to the third row without folding or sliding anything out of the way. But the reveals from Bangkok also show a brutal truth that while legroom and headroom have evolved significantly, giving an average adult nearly 3 inches of headroom in the very back, and the under-thigh support in the third row remains low because the floor sits directly over the structural battery pack. For passengers around 6 feet, it shifts the experience from an unusable tight squeeze to a highly functional cabin configuration, changing how this platform handles multi-passenger long trips entirely. If you were the lead engineer at Giga Texas, how would you fix that seat height issue without messing with the battery pack? I'm dying to hear your craziest ideas. Drop them in the comments below. The Model Y L is only the beginning. There are already regulatory filings and factory tracking clues pointing to the launch of this model that most media outlets haven't spotted yet. I'll reveal those evidences partly in part 3 of this video. Don't forget to subscribe to autogearshift so you're positioned first when that leaked data drops. But that still leaves one much bigger question unanswered. 2. Why is Tesla finally answering our community? There's a very strange moment if you sit back and look at the overall picture of what Tesla has done in the last few years. While many American families are sitting around calculating whether their SUV has enough room for 3 kids, a safety seat, and suitcases for a summer vacation, they're pouring all their energy into a 2-seater cybercab with no steering wheel, no accelerator, and fully autonomous driving is the centerpiece of Tesla's years of dedicated resources. And meanwhile, the car that millions of families actually need remains with no clear launch date in the US. This isn't something Tesla doesn't know. Tesla knows internally. In late February 2024, Tesla's top executives, including the head of automotive engineering and vice president of design, fiercely debated to convince Elon Musk to allow parallel production of both the $25,000 model and the Cybercab. They built financial models, analyzed the market, and clearly presented evidence that the Robotaxi would be slow and difficult to profit from. The result Musk dismissed. All of that analysis chose the Cybercab and abandoned the $25,000 project. It's a decision that remains controversial to this day because it clearly shows what Tesla, or rather Elon Musk, is prioritizing and what he's ignoring. So, is this truly Tesla's answer for its core loyalists, or merely a commercial move to fill a void that Tesla itself created? Because it's important to remember that Tesla officially announced the discontinuation of both the Model S and Model X this quarter, retooling the Fremont line entirely for Optimus humanoid robot production. For our community, this is where the Model YL becomes the ultimate test of loyalty. With the premium Model X platform officially sunset, the Model YL is no longer just a bigger crossover. It is the only hardware bridge left for tech-forward owners who demand maximum cabin capacity without leaving the premium Tesla ecosystem. We're not even discussing the official price if this model were to be sold in the US. But for an early adopter, looking at a potential premium price tag between $55,000 to $60,000, capital is never the issue. The real issue is hardware execution. At this premium bracket, our community isn't comparing Tesla to legacy combustion SUVs or traditional family haulers. The question is purely internal. Is Tesla delivering a genuine hardware evolution under the chassis like an optimized structural battery layout and refined suspension tuning, or are they simply charging a premium for the brand while forcing us to fund Elon's autonomous robotaxi dreams? After a while, what remains is the reality of living with the architecture. The moment you look at your premium configuration screen and wonder if this car truly pushes the ecosystem forward or if the rear layout still leaves your lifestyle compromised, that's the most dangerous dilemma with the Model YL. If Tesla delays the US rollout too long while perfecting the 6-seat configuration overseas, what will you call it? A true validation of the platform or a missed window for the American market? Tesla talks a lot about Robotaxi's AI and the self-driving future, but what many tech-forward owners really need is much simpler: a spacious, high-performance, long-wheelbase platform that validates their loyalty to the brand. This is exactly why the camouflaged prototype spotted on Interstate 280 in California, right next to Tesla's Palo Alto headquarters, is the ultimate smoking gun. More importantly, the official National Highway Traffic Safety Administration VIN decoder database shows that Tesla has already registered a new B restraint code specifically designated for this multi-row premium 6-seat system on the US Model Y platform. The infrastructure is ready, the regulatory tracks are laid, and as production clues stack up with blue-wrapped body shells spotted inside Gigafactory Texas, the North American reservation window is pacing to open much sooner than the tech's general public expects. I still think the Model YL is absolutely worth the wait, but only if Tesla prioritizes our real-world utility over turning every vehicle into an expensive robotaxi experiment. Let's get into the next updates. 3. When exactly will the Model YL launch in the United States? The ultimate question for the American market is no longer about whether this vehicle is functional, but exactly when the local reservation window will open. We just need to look at Tesla's predictable global launch playbook, and it starts with a pattern that might feel frustratingly familiar to many of you. Cast your mind back to September 2023. Remember when the entire internet exploded with videos of the new Model 3 Highland? For months, American buyers had to sit on YouTube watching drivers in Shanghai and Europe enjoy the ventilated seats, the rear screen, and the whisper-quiet cabin, while the US order remained stubbornly closed until January 2024. We went through that exact same agonizing waiting time again when the standard 5-seat Model Y refresh made its official commercial debut in China in early 2025, leaving North American buyers waiting in line for months. Tesla always plays this exact same card. They intentionally use overseas markets as a high-volume testing ground to absorb early manufacturing learning curves and stabilize component yields before they finally export the finalized tooling setup back home to domestic factories. But here is where the story gets interesting for the Model Y/L. Unlike a simple facelift, this stretched 6-seat variant is a massive physical alteration, requiring a wheelbase extended by 150 millimeters and a completely redesigned rear roofline. Since Tesla has already spent the first half of 2026 rolling out this specific chassis across major international markets, that overseas beta testing phase is now reaching maturity. Think about it. Tesla has never made American buyers wait longer than 6 to 9 months once a vehicle is fully validated overseas. If you look at the exact timeline of the Model 3 Highland migration, the clock for the US market isn't just ticking, it's about to run out. How do you feel about the fact that Tesla consistently forces its home market to wait nearly a year for their best tech while overseas drivers get it first? Why do you think Elon Musk keeps putting North American families at the back of the line? Drop your theories in the comments below. The international testing phase is officially over, and the historical pattern shows Tesla is ready to bring this platform back home. Based on this precise sequence of events, Tesla is on track to open the North American order books by Q4 2026, allowing early adopters to lock in reservations months ahead of Wall Street's expectations. With Giga Texas pacing its retooling, the first official U.S. customer deliveries are projected to hit roads in early 2027, perfectly crushing the competition and seizing the market before traditional car manufacturers have a chance to react, and instantly filling the void left by the Model X. So, is the Model Y/L ultimately the platform that proves Tesla is still leading the hardware race, or is it just a tactical move to hold the line? I will leave that question to you in the comments. But remember, the Model Y/L is only one piece of the puzzle Tesla is building behind closed doors. There is a massive hidden hardware upgrade happening in the ecosystem right now that almost nobody is talking about, and it's going to shock the entire EV industry. I've left the breakdown of Tesla's next secret move in the next video. See you there.